20s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me. Harvard again, and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. Our man, Sir Ravioli, is woken up rather early. Going to do a little bit of base building, and a little bit of boozing. He's got plenty of alcohol. See if he can get himself sozzled enough to go back to sleep and wake up at a better time. Well, it's providing him nourishment of some sort. It's not quite doing the job. As I say, he's got plenty. If we do drink our way through some of this alcohol, we'll have plenty of empty bottles for us to fill back up with all the water that we're collecting. And eventually, he's drunk enough, he's sozzled, he can crash back out again until 20 to 10. Yeah, he's got plenty of alcohol stashed away. Sure, that's the only practical use for it. If it's bourbon, you can make Molotov cocktails. I'm not sure if you'd use it as antiseptic for cleaning your wounds, like the beer and the wine. That would have to be the harder stuff as well. So we're back at the country club. Still working our way through these houses. This little residential area that's within the country club grounds. Plenty of zombies still kicking around. Try and clear them out the way first before going into the properties. Yeah, we don't really want to be caught out in a house and suddenly surrounded by a whole bunch of zombies. Yeah, ideally, we can lure them all outside, or if they're already be outside, and clear them out the way. And we'll be free to loot these places to our heart's content. There's not a lot of unique things that we're still after. Still would like a katana. Certainly been surviving long enough. They should be spawning. Should be finding zombies with katanas stuck through them. Yeah, I'm still to find one. Yeah, there's still time. Hopefully we'll come across one and get the ultimate zombie killing weapon. We've done pretty well with what we've got. Machete's probably been our most valuable weapon. Certainly taking out plenty with it. Shout out to crowbar. Most reliable weapon. Yeah, even now it's hard to resist taking a crowbar. Yeah, I've got a stash of about 50 of them back at base. Yeah, it's hard to say no to a crowbar. There's still some vehicles around this area that we'd like to get going. Get them back to base if we can. We're Return to this survivor home to pick up some more of the weaponry we couldn't carry away last time because we were overloaded. Yeah, we'll make sure and get all the useful loot out of these places. Yeah, a big home that's a survivor home is great. All these opportunities for these containers full of good stuff. Yeah, we're working our way around. Got about half these houses done. There's some more outbuildings and things to be cleared off. Yeah, there's a few sporadic sort of commercial buildings and tool stores and stuff like that. All within the country club grounds. Yeah, we'll just work our way through them. Still plenty of zombies around. Just try and work our way through them systematically. Try not to get the attention of too many of them all at once. We should be fine. Still working our way on our electronic skill. Yeah, you'd need to disassemble an awful lot to get it all the way up to max level. I think we're about halfway there from diligently disassembling all the electronics we can find. Yeah, we take an awful lot to get all the way up to level 10. Another party situation here. Booze just left around. An end to the world party. Got another machete, that's a bonus. Hopefully at this point we've got less than 1,000 more zombies to go. I'm sure we've got the weaponry to see us through. Hopefully we'll have enough boxes of nails to finish off our glorious base. Finding an extra couple of boxes won't hurt. I haven't really started on the non-perishable food back at base. Got hundreds of tins of things, loads of dried food. Non-perishable stuff. Yeah, we're struggling to get through all the fresh produce. Stuff that we're farming. The stuff that we gathered in the first week or so. Even after all these days, we're not running short of anything. Still got a healthy supply of cigarettes and everything to keep them going. Got our lightning fast reflexes. Not letting the zombies get the jump on us. Ready to swing as soon as we open a door. Yeah, the later and later in the playthrough, more cautious I'm getting. Yeah, I don't want another instance of opening a door and having 7 zombies coming piling out of it. Only just made it out of that situation last time. Definitely don't want a repeat. Found a nice bow for our hair. That must be from our mod. The extra zombie outfits. Certainly not seen the bow before. But sure. It'll go nicely with his tinfoil hat. His bleach blonde locks. Yeah, so this is like a guide. That mod, the Authentic Z. And tell you about some of the outfits on the zombies you expect to see. Yeah, it's not been too dramatic. Not seen anything crazy so far. Yeah, having the extra slots for the backpack, definitely useful. Not as effective as reducing the weight as I would have liked it to be. But every little helps when it comes to weight reduction. Helping us carry as much as possible. Means fewer trips back and forth. Managed to get another level of electrical. It's all our hard work paying off. Got some more chocolate for our mouse traps. That'll keep them going for a while. Again, not that we're desperate for food. It would be good to get the trapping level up again. Found another propane tank. We might not have needed to install the mod, so the pumps have propane. But it was certainly looking bleak at the time, whether or not we'd have enough propane left over in the area that we had left to discover. So yeah, it's debatable, but maybe we would have had enough propane. Yeah, it's good to be raiding some houses again. After a long time without. It's the core Zomboid experience. Raiding the houses for stuff you're never going to use. Dragging it all away. Overloaded. Yeah, the jars, you can keep food for longer if you sort of pickle the food. Never done that successfully, but I know it's a thing. I'm still taking more stuff than I need or know how to use. That tends to be the way. Yeah, we're getting there with these houses. As I say, once we've finished them, there's a few more things to do before we can call the country club done. Yeah, we'll try and get these vehicles on the go. Get them at least out of the way, if not all the way back to base. Yeah, checking condition of things now. There's no point in taking duplicate tools if they're not in perfect condition, basically. Yeah, got to be a bit more strict with all the things that we're taking. No point in having 32 hammers. I don't think we're going to need them. Condition doesn't really go down from using it for normal hammering activities. Only tends to be when you're using them as weapons that the condition goes down dramatically. Yeah, unless we're using it as a weapon all the time, probably don't need a whole bunch of them. Yeah, at least the zombies are nicely sort of spread out. not being set upon by a whole group of them. I think that earlier house alarm did help. Riled a bunch of them up. And drew them in so we could get rid of them. Yeah, we're taking our cooking pots. Maximize the amount of stews and soups that we've got on the go. Just trying to make our food last a little bit longer. Car battery charger seems useful. Let us recharge batteries to get vehicles back on the go. I think it can also help if we get the solar powered array. That's the big plan for when he was going to survive into the next build. So we could travel further afield. Just going to get a solar setup. I know that requires lots of car batteries. So yeah, having the ability to rejuvenate car batteries, definitely helpful in the long term. Yeah, we're offloading all this precious cargo into the vehicles that we've got working. So we can plan to move it all back to base. A fairly successful afternoon. Make some progress. Get some more places ticked off the map. Feels like greater progress than just working on the base for a day. Sure, we've still got plenty of time to achieve all the things we want to get done before he reaches the 100 days. Yeah, he's getting close. The last 10 days coming up. Yes, he's been very successful. So we get a lot of stuff back to base. Try and set up this car battery charger. But it's a little bit awkward. You have to place it down and then connect the battery to it. But if you want to move it, it's a little bit awkward in picking it up. You have to be able to see it to right click on it. And we've got to make sure that it's within range of the generator. It's actually going to work. Go around and water all our plants. Now that they're indoor plants, and they're not going to get any rain naturally. Have to make sure that we're keeping up with watering them. Another fine supper. Tidying up his music room a little bit more. Yeah, the base is looking awesome. Has a little area for every possible activity. It's taken us a while to offload all this stuff, all the goodies from our day out of adventuring. Top up our generator. Go to bed at the right time, hopefully get up at the right time. Nope. 4 AM, that's not much use. Decide to move stuff around and tidy up the base a bit. Top up the generator again. Yeah, topping it up more frequently than I need to. This weight is going down. Can afford to munch a little bit more. So I sort out the food a bit. Get rid of the rotten stuff. Use our extra cooking pots. Start making up some stews. Yeah, it's a good way of getting our stale ingredients to be fresh again. Just have to stash them in an order that we have to get through them all before the stews and soups themselves start to go stale. So he's cooking his stew in a race with reading a magazine, in the belief that reading the magazine is going to finish before he has to take his food out and before it burns. Thankfully, he's got plenty of time. Yeah, we're doing well with our cooking XP. Sure we'll get another level of cooking soon enough. Still got plenty of media to watch. A good way to kill some time when it's super early. Yeah, no point in collecting all these VHS if we're not going to watch any of them. Yeah, the in-universe entertainment is quite entertaining. Especially after a long day of zombie slaying or hard graft base building. Yeah, good to relax. Yeah, definitely a better idea to do something until the sun comes up, rather than heading out too early and getting crept up on in the darkness. Got some nice picnic areas set up. Lots of places for us to relax around the base. Got to enjoy it while we can, you know. Go out and check our big traps. Get them rebaited. Not catching any birds. But never mind, we'll rebait the traps in the hope of maybe getting something. Make a salad out of our leftover cabbage that we didn't put in the traps. As I say, his weight was going down and it's under 80, so he can afford to live a little, consume some extra calories, make sure he's in top form. Plenty of cars and trees here. Let's see if we can get any of the cars working. Chop down some more trees to get some more logs. Put the logs in the trunk of the vehicle. Get the vehicle around the base. Use the logs for base building. Repeat. Yeah, it's a good stash that's not too far away. Save us needing to go all the way down to our shortcut again. Yeah, plenty of opportunities for mechanics experience. Plenty of vehicles that we can probably get working with little effort. Plenty more lumber for base building. Yeah, some of the cars are in better nick than others. But yeah, if things are really bad, you can't just uninstall and dump all of the components of a car. It's a good way to get some mechanics XP. If it's all no good, if all of the components are knackered, then you may as well just remove all of the bad components. If you've got a car that's a mixture of red and green, you can dump out all the red stuff and chuck in some green stuff, some from surrounding cars. Try and make up one decent car out of the stuff you've got. Yeah, it's all mechanics XP. The more trips back and forth we do, the more opportunity there is to get more logs. Yeah, he's pretty knackered from all his lumberjacking. Do a little top up of the generator. And we can take all our empty gas cans round to the station. Get them all filled up. Once we're safely away from the gas station, we can light up a ciggy. Alright, another fine dinner. And he's off on foot. Way through his shortcut. Back down. Get another car from the country club. To resume the country clubbing. Yeah, we're making progress. Got all those houses done now. As I say, just a few more sort of outbuildings and commercial buildings, like little restaurants and things. These are like big stables buildings, but there's not much in them. And the zombies are usually hanging about outside. Thankfully not being swarmed by heaps of them. Just little dribs and drabs, just the way we want it. Yeah, not much in these buildings, but never mind. Respite to have a little ciggy break. Another place that we can tick off. Yeah, there are plenty of zombies around. It is quite a large area the country club covers. There's plenty of hiding spots for them. to appear from. We're still diligently disassembling watches. Yeah, these big control rooms as well. It's more electronics XP for disassembling this stuff. More materials for us to take back home. We're still taking garbage bags as though we're in desperate need of rain collectors. I'm sure we've got more than enough for 10 survivors. Yeah, we've got a future proof. Never know when we might be the leader of a band of survivors. He doesn't know there's no other survivors coming to meet him. We're getting through a bit more of the smaller rooms in the country club itself. There's a bit of a residential area at the back with some guest rooms. There seems to be a whole bunch of zombies hiding here. Don't know why they didn't come further out into the building. Yeah, a little pocket of zombies to deal with. That one almost got us. Poorly timed swing. Yeah, not ideal to be fighting in little corridors like that. Ideally, we'd have plenty more room to move around in. So good on the door flash, we shut the door on him. Like, no, we don't want to deal with you. You can just stay there. Lightning fast. No opportunity to get us that one ad. But yeah, surprisingly they all sort of stayed here. Guess the noise of the ones in the room banging to get out probably kept the ones outside in the corridor interested. They were all attracted to each other's noise, rather than the noises of the greater slaughter going on outside and downstairs. But never mind, they're dealt with now. More rooms to raid, stuff to disassemble, loot to take. Then we can get the main building finally scored off the map. Yeah, the other buildings that are left, there's not much to them. Still some containers to have a look in. But they're not hugely involved places. I'll drive through the extended country club area. Try and unlock more of the map so we can see all these little buildings that we have to go and visit. A decent little group of zombies. Not a big threat. Some more training for our machete. Alright, hiding behind trees, they creep out on us. So we've got to one of these sort of outbuildings. It's like a mechanics sort of area. A shop of sorts. Yeah, we'll take pretty much everything you've got. Add it to our own garage back at the base. Could take some fun outfits, but I don't think we really need them. Yeah, actual mechanic stuff, spare stuff for cars, yeah, we'll take that. Tools, we've got enough tools. I don't think we need the overalls. Yeah, quirky little buildings. We'll get through them all. Get them all ticked off. Get any meaningful loot out of them. And there's a few more in the country club area. And then over in this area over here, we've got the radio tower. After that, that's us. Yeah, not that many places to go and visit now. Hopefully not that many more zombies to dispatch. Yeah, this is like a little bar restaurant. Again, also on the country club grounds. Industrial kitchen, love it. Always plenty of stuff to raid here. If not disassemble, take away the components. Don't think we need any more cabinets or anything. More than enough now. We don't really need any metal sheets or anything anymore. There's no real requirement to disassemble things. Plenty of goodies just lying around for us to take. A few zombies hiding behind doors. They're no match for Sir Ramos Ravioli. His lightning fast swinging arm. More goodies just left out. We'll take it. Another end of the world party situation. Yeah, that one was hiding round the side of the door that I opened the door, closed the door, didn't see anyone in there, then opened the door and tried to walk in as that one was walking out. Yeah, that could have been a bit of a disaster. Thankfully, the zombie was just as confused as we were about the situation. Some amazing driving here. I kept in. Could have edited out. No, got to appreciate this awful driving. Amazing. Yep, just thought I'd share that amazing driving with you. Yeah, starting to see more interesting outfits on the zombies. Yellow outfit seems different. So we've got our van back to the shortcut. Got some extra logs. Just filled up on logs on the way home. He's getting tired now. He's had quite a day of adventuring. Get the mouse traps rebaited. Yeah, he's hungry, so I'll have time for another stew. Hopefully with being tired he'll get up at a better time tomorrow. Still try to get through all this stale food before it goes rotten. Never-ending battle. you definitely don't need to farm as much as Ramos did. Especially if you've got longer days. That initial run where you steal all the food from all the surrounding houses in the town. If you've got enough time to get all the food from all the houses round about you, that'll probably do you for quite a while. But the actual need for the trapping and the farming and the fishing, if you start in a urban environment, in a built up area with plenty of houses, you should be able to just survive on the food that you get from everyone's fridges and freezers. Especially if there's a supermarket or somewhere else that you can get food from fridges and freezers. Run out of space in our composter. Have to take out the stuff that we don't think is going to compost, like empty bottles and stuff. Yeah, it seems to be making worms. We're not making fertilizer, but we're making worms. I did think it was supposed to make fertilizer, but doesn't seem to be. I'm going to take out all the beasties and redistribute them around our grounds to help with the soil, rather than keeping them all in the box for the rotten food. Just going to redistribute the bugs. Take a walk around the grounds. They can be our pets, since he's not going to be around when the animals get introduced. These can be the pets for his base. Keep the worms for fishing. Delete the other stuff. Why not? Be free, little beasties, be free. Don't have to live in a little box with rotten food anymore. Yeah, I don't know if that'll help with the composting. Taking stuff out that wasn't supposed to be in there. Like I say, I've never got that working. I'm not sure how it works. Much like with a lot of things in this game. Don't know exactly how it works. So he does a little bit more base work before bedtime. He's well knackered now. See how much of a sleep he gets. Yeah, 6:10, that's pretty good. That's the ideal sort of time. It's not the ideal weather when he wakes up, but never mind. Get the generator topped up. We'll get some more logs in so we can carry on. Making our walkways to connect all the parts of our base. Yeah, making these walkways going all the way out to the edge means if there's any sort of threat to the base, Ramos and his troops will be able to run to the battlements without too much hassle. Would ideally make fencing so we can't fall off. We'll see if we've got enough resources and time for that. He's sorting out his washing, sorting out the rotten food. Harvesting his seed-bearing plants. Again, waiting until they're seed-bearing means that you're going to have food forever. Get less of a yield than the ready to harvest, but at least you get seeds with it, so you can keep planting things. keep yourself going forever. As long as you remember to water everything. With all our containers in the garden, just catching the rainwater, we're gonna be fine. You can just use that tainted rainwater on the plants, they don't mind. So yeah, we're almost there. Our little restaurant that we can get that scored off. Don't have that many more buildings to visit and get ticked off the map. Managed to get some boxes of nails and things in that last trip. That's helping us towards the end goal of having the perfect base. It's pretty much there as it is. Just need to finish all the walkways and secure the perimeter so no one could jump over. With us changing our clothes, we've got some that needs to be reinforced. Make sure and get ourselves patched up. Get maximum protection when we're out adventuring and fighting the undead. Got his hard hat on when it's raining. Try and keep him dry for a little bit longer. Just need lots of trips back to the bath towels. Make sure to dry him off regularly. This fence is in the way. Take that one down. Bit of a miscalculation, that's fine. Yeah, make sure to keep yourselves dry. Don't want to catch a cold. Plenty of hats and things to change in and out of. Yeah, thunder and lightning started. He's got his umbrella to try and do a bit of mechanics. See how long he can stay dry before it starts getting to him. Get a few more logs back from the car park. Try and complete this coverage. Now no one can jump over the external wall. It's all entirely covered now. Just need to add the fences basically. Just got one more section down the back. We've pretty much got it covered. Yeah, still a bit more work to do. But you could just keep going and going, really. There's always some improvement or expansion you could make to the base. Yeah, it'll be good if we can get the edge of it done. The perimeter. Get that perimeter wall fully secured. And get fences all the way up around it. Maybe have a couple of crates in each corner with a stash of weaponry. Should we need to run to one of the corners to go and defend the base. Be good if there was a gun there with some ammunition. This might be a future plan. Yeah, the storm's raging outside. Time for some TV. That's the thing with surviving this long. The seasons change. Your days look slightly different. Got a wrap-up warmer. Yeah, in the beginning, when you're at your lowest level, and the zombies are the highest threat is the time the game really wants you to be wearing shorts and t-shirt because it's really warm outside. Then once you're a grizzled survivor who's been on the go for months, you're wrapped up with several layers of protection, you don't really need it. Because you're a battle-hardened combat expert by that point. Yeah, it might make more sense to start in the winter time, where you've got an excuse to be wrapped up head to toe. I guess if you were playing the 1 hour days and you survived this long, you'd be into the next summer. Then you could just walk around in a shorts and t-shirt and some flip-flops. Quite confident in your zombie slaying prowess. The visibility's got terrible. Yeah, after lunch, he's out trying to tend his traps. Yeah, the storm's got really bad. Wouldn't want to be in an unknown area. Try to watch out for zombies creeping up on you. With that visibility, it's not much use at all. So again, we're racing reading some entertainment versus cooking some food. Thankfully managed to avoid burning things and having to throw them away. Again, we're doing a bit of mechanics, throwing away all the knackered components of cars. And anything that's got some decent components left on it, we'll try and amalgamate some extra good stuff from other cars. Get a couple of good working things. Not forgetting to take more logs. Working down this back wall. Yeah, I was optimistic before, thinking that was him getting to the end of it. Yeah, he's still got a bit more to go. Gonna try and charge up some of these car batteries. But not knowing how to do it, it's not much use. Connect the car battery and expect it to start charging. But it doesn't. Go and sow some replacement seeds. Get some more food in him. And use up some of that food before it goes bad. Gonna cook off some of our stale cookables. At least if we don't get round to eating it all, we'll have got the XP from cooking it. And every little helps. Bored again, spending all this time inside. Let's do another race of reading a magazine versus food cooking. Trying not to let it burn. Oh, it's close, it's close. Oh, he's gonna lose the race. At least if we turn off the oven, it doesn't get burnt. So yeah, just eating and getting entertained. Killing time on a stormy day. Did get a little bit of mechanics work done. A little bit of base building. Not as much progress as we'd like to make, but some progress is better than none. Especially on an awful day. Visibility is not great for fighting. Don't want to be caught outside for too long, getting soaked through. It's one of these things, you can't be too laser focused on one particular goal. You've got to sort of roll with the punches. To sort of adapt to the situation. Circumstances, whether that's the weather or alarms or zombie migration, helicopter event, other things that are out with your control. You've got to adapt and improvise and overcome. So he's sad to see that his car battery's not charged. So he's deciding to move the charger closer to the generator, thinking that that must be the problem. That it's out with the range, so it's not charging. So we move the charger and then get a car battery hooked back up to it, hoping for better results. We've got a car here that's pretty much knackered. We're going to disassemble it here. Get that mechanics XP. Get a level up. With that level up, I do believe we've unlocked another book to read, which is great on a horrible day. Yep, we can get Mechanics Volume 3 now. Something useful to do. Well, it's raining and we don't want to be doing anything else. So yeah, we'll cook up another stew. While he's getting acquainted with Volume 3 of Mechanics. Yeah, mechanics is more of a long-term thing anyway. Especially if you're not starting with the default vehicle condition being terrible. None of the cars having any gas in them. Yeah, the game's already hard enough without that. I don't see any lore reason why things would be like that. Yeah, you should always be able to find another car that you can just use, rather than needing to spend hours fixing one up. But presumably the longer you live, the condition of the cars will go down and down, until you do actually need to do some fixing up, to get things working again. So he's going back and forth, going between being bored and being soggy. Reading his book inside and outside. Yeah. It's getting cold now outside as well as raining and soggy. Yeah, I really don't want him to catch a cold. So he tries moving his car battery charger again. Like, the lights are on in the room next door. Surely this is close enough. Give up. We'll come back next time, pick up where we left off. Hopefully we'll get that car battery charged. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you all in the next one.